This is Father Jack. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we are going to carry on with the world around the world tour of doing the flyby via A320 with First Officer next way on the left, and also JSX Pro. So let's get rid of this. I'll leave that there. So there's nothing to do now except let the co-pilot do it all for me, as usual.
Good evening, Captain.
So we're flying off to Doha to see what all this World Cup nonsense is about. So the flight roughly is about 2 hours long. That's why I've started the stream a bit earlier. So the first officer has just go through some safety checks. You then establish power. Once he's done his safety checks, so it tells you there's 30 odd seconds left. So just let him get on with his job as he needs to learn. Let me start this off as well. I also fly for Delta Virtual Airlines. So let's get that crack off so that they keep a record of all your flights you do and all that malarkey. So there he is, he's establishing power. So there's all the lights coming on. The only bit I really need to do is, where is it? There we go. Turn this a bit. Turn that up. Turn that up. Brighten these up a bit. Set this, even though it's in up at the minute. And we'll change the squawk code. There we go. Right, this a bit. So there's the co-pilot just filling all this stuff in for us. And there's 20 odd seconds before we start boarding. Why is that happening? There should be a bloody... So how can the passenger board what the frick says? Weird is that? There you go, the co-pilot's filling all this rubbish in for us. Well, not rubbish, but we need it to fly.
Heading up for my checks.
So he's going out for his checks. So why has it done that? 33. Insert that. Switches to arc. Check the flight plan. Looks all hunky-dory today. Changes back to plan with the constraints on. That's better, I can see it now. So as I say, it's got 400 seconds, cockpit is water round, and we're boarding passengers, even though there's no bloody thing. I don't know why it does that. Anyhow, there we go. So yes, I haven't been ill, I haven't been well the last week or so, but hopefully my voice will get with it tonight, and hopefully it won't break down. One thing I've noticed is let's put it in now. That didn't come up before. Oh well. But the good news is I have booked 2.5 hours on a flight simulator, which is on Friday at 1:30. There should be a 20-minute video produced of it, and once I get that, I will upload it onto the channel so you can see me in I should go full on. You see me in the cockpit of an A320 and try to fly it. I wonder if that didn't work. Operate stairs. That works. Ooh, got itchy eyes though. I'll open the door as well. Slow. Additional ground services. Press GPU. Coming soon. What if I do bus boarding?
Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Crew bus is coming.
That door's not opening. There's a cargo thing turned up. not. So so what happens if I open the forward door?
Pilot's boarding starting.
There's a crew bus there. So there's a pilot and a co-pilot. All out to sing. So yes, I'm really looking forward to Friday. Tomorrow I'm not. I have to go get some medical stuff done. So I won't be streaming tomorrow night.
Starting.
So there's the one crew by the looks of it. Just there. She's got the back door. How are you going to get in if there's no door? Hi Dan Bixie, how are you?
Your crew has boarded. Is coming.
People are loaded, yeah. It's so out of sync with everything. You say loading baggages. Yes, he is. So there's 127 passengers already on. What's that over there? 2 buses. Presume they're more passengers-ish. That's if they come here. Yes, they're coming here by the looks of it.
Passengers boarding starting.
Everybody gets off this bus. Oh, there's one person. Can't put the back door, love. It's freaking closed. It's sort of synced each other. All these staff programs, like the First Officer Next and the JSX Pro, been nice and got their heads together and synced it all up. So we just got one person off, which says the 17%. But anyway. So just wait for this to work. But let's just stop that. That doesn't matter if we stop that, does it? At the end of the day. It's what? 160 or 169. I'm feeling a lot better, Glenn. I was, what is it today, Wednesday? The last time I was sick or threw up was Monday. I've got some hospital stuff I need to do tomorrow. So that's not going to be nice. Just to find out what's going on with us and stuff. No, it's I'm getting there. I'm getting stronger.
All passengers have boarded.
Good.
I'll bring the manifest to the cockpit once we get everyone seated.
Pre-flight checklist. Cockpit preparation.
Completed.
Passenger signs.
On.
Aiders.
Set.
Fuel. 859 kilograms.
Checked.
FMGS.
Set.
Altimeters.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Let's do the before start flow. So the co-pilot will start all this stuff up. There we go. So yes, it's, I'm getting stronger every day. I don't know. I think I roughly know what's going on, but we just need to do some checks with the hospital and stuff tomorrow, just to confirm stuff. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there again. We're just waiting for this to start up properly. It's 83% of luggage boarded so far. So once the APU is all started, turn off the fuel pumps along here. I wish there was a light above there, but there isn't. So that's all done.
Before start checklist.
Dear passengers, this is to inform you that the
Doors.
aircraft door is closed and we will be ready for
Closed.
departure.
Beacon light.
In order
On.
for us to
Parking
push
brake.
back,
Set.
we would require that all
Checklist
passengers
complete.
are seated, with
Let's
their
close that
seatbelts
door.
fastened and seats in the upright position. All
So-
carry-on luggage should now be either in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you.
We can now request.
Cabin crew will be passing to make their final safety checks before departure. Thank you.
Come on, let's just bloody. Where's the prepare thing gone? Do I have to wait for them others to get out the bloody way? No, I don't. It's doing it. So there's a box and all that buggering off.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
So am I. So there's that little gadget there. See him out the window. Where's he gone? Just drag this.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Good, 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 good. Did you get any electricians around today?
Locking gear.
So there's a little tow truck. Tow truck. Tow truck. What it's called. So the reason why it's all dark is because I'm using real time and real weather.
Release parking brakes.
Released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
There's engine 2 firing up. Which is this one here. There you go, let's start to spin. I'm going to put number 1 off. That'll start spinning. There we go. Oh, I've released the parking brakes. So he actually pushed us back. Yes, he is. Hard to tell outside. There he is. So 43 seconds to get the engine. To be properly. Get the engine stabilised. 1. Yes, because of the world.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
That should be lined up with that. What's that?
Stable.
There we go. Okay,
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Let's do the after floors. So it will stop the APU, which he has. Excuse me, set any anti-ice, set the external lights, interiors. Set the spoilers, I already set the flaps. We set the transponder.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Let's do the taxi list.
Taxi checklist.
Tow truck disconnected.
Light
Bypass pin
controls.
removed.
Oh, excuse me.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Checked.
Trim.
Checked.
Briefing.
Completed.
Flaps.
Set.
FMA takeoff data.
Checked.
Transponder.
Set.
Checklist complete.
So that means we can hit the road. So if we release the parking brake. He's still there, is he? Where is the little shit? Look, there it is. So we need to head up there, turn left, and hit runway 5 right. There it is, he's buggering off now. So we should be able to start moving. Come on, come on. There we go. We'll go up here, turn a left, cross runway 4 left, and then hit runway 4 right, and then we'll take the offie. Hopefully, that's the plan. So yes, I've ordered a pizza because it's the first thing I'll be eating with for the last 3 or 4 days. I just really haven't ate anything, but I've still been thrown up. And they need to know why. That's why I've got the medical checks tomorrow. So I'm having... Are you streaming tonight, Glenn? So my hand I left here.
Approaching runway 04 left.
Alright, love. Didn't have to shout. Make sure there's nothing coming. Nope. Nope. So scoot across here. Four right should be just in front of where it's being all in.
Approaching runway 04 right.
Yeah, I know. Let's just stop here. Do the before 2 checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Engine mode selector.
Set.
Packs.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Checklist complete.
Right. So here we'll turn on all the landing lights and such stuff. And then I'll just taxi onto the runway. Rev the engines up a wee bit. And then floor it. And up we go.
On runway 04 right.
Yes, I know, love. I know. Right, let's rev these engines up.
Thrust set.
Checked.
And off we go.
Speed alive.
Checked.
.100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. V2.
And up we go. Slightly off centre, but
Gear up. .400 feet.
Heading select.
Acceleration altitude.
Autopilot.
Command A on. Flaps up.
because it's screwed up. We do that. Why is that not displaying where I want it to go? Got that. So that's it. We're off and up in the air. We'll do the after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up, no lights.
Spoilers.
Off.
Checklist complete.
So that's it. That's us done. That's up.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
Passing 10,000 feet.
So because we're past 10,000, he turns off all these lights.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You're free to get up and use the lavatories. However, we ask that you do not form a line at the front of the aircraft.
Why not? I'm bursting for a wee. There's the airport behind us. And that's it really. I did fly this flight earlier today. And it all seemed to work. We're at 16,000, climbing to 39,000. And we've got 800 nautical miles to go before we start descending. Dear, time's it. But after Doha, to say what all this World Cup nonsense is about. Oh God. 22,000. And we're bombing along, and we've got a tailwind. So everything's looking hunky-dory. Just check the panel. Fine. That's fine. Well, this is fine. Everything's looking fine. Never have kids. You freaking always want to, even when they're freaking grown-up adults. So according to this, it should be landing at about 9:25. So 27,000. Put the bits in yet. And the first offset next will fill all these bits in for us as well. So I just have to keep an eye on them, make sure he fills in the right ones. Oh God, I can't stop yawning. Even though I've slept so much the last 3 or 4 days. We're at 10,000 and we hit the cruising altitude. So I'm really, if anything goes alright tomorrow, Friday afternoon at 1:30, I am booked onto a flight simulator, 2.5 hours, and there will be a video apparently recorded of it, only 20-minute video, and once I get that video I'll post on my channel and you can all have a good laugh to see where I really screw up. What's that over there? It's like Area 51. Not. We were at 33, 34,000 just about. I'm just waiting for my pizza to turn up. So I'm exceptionally hungry. I've not eaten properly for a couple of days. Once the world tour is over, I'm going to start concentrating. Well, it's been a long time since I've flown any of the little aircraft like the GA aircraft and stuff, so I have to start learning about them all over again, unless I remember some of it. Then we'll do a few flights with that. This world tour has taken its time-ish. Oh God! Can't stop yawning, folks. Can't stop yawning. Let's ask the flight attendants to bring us some coffee.
Hey, would you mind bringing me and the captain a cup of coffee?
No problem. We'll bring it right up.
Thank you, my dear. I don't know what that is over there. City or a town, do you think, in the middle of nowhere? So we're at 38,000 just about. There. Stop texting us. So we're at 39,000 just about. There we go. 39,000. Cruising altitude. All hunky-dory. So let me just set this for when we have to descend. Oh crap. There's the front door, I think. There's a car pulled up outside anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin. One more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Yep, there's the pizza delivery guy. About a sec. back, and that's the first bit of food, or yeah, a slice of a bit, that I've had in the last 2-3 days. So once it's over, once we hit 150, I'll go for a couple more slices just before landing, and hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully I'll keep it down. So, what should we talk about tonight, I suppose since I go to Doha, I'm supposed to talk about the World Cup, It's, England got through. Just I think. But I've got my own opinions on bloody England football team, but they've got a tough game against Senegal. I wouldn't be surprised if Senegal beat us. Deep down I hope they do. So, but Australia made it to the last 16, which surprised me. Poor Tunisia, even though they won't beat France, Australia still go through. Did they beat Denmark? I can't remember.
Command A off.
Oh.
Command A on.
How did I knock that off? So, that's that. I mean, what was I saying? Yeah. Let me just check. God, my eyes are getting worse. Where's the bloody... there it is. Scores. Yep, Australia beat Denmark 1-0 as well. So that's how...
We'll begin our cabin service soon. We have a number of complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and spirits for purchase. All purchases must be made with a credit card, as we're unable to accept cash.
Well, bring some drinks up here, love. Me and the co-pilot have a few bevies. So, we've got 640 nautical miles to go, and then we'll start bringing the plane down. So when I fly from somewhere like China, we go across the Pacific, so it's probably from Hong Kong-ish. Or is Australia closer? Probably Hong Kong, China, or Beijing. Probably Beijing in China, and then we'll fly across the States. So I will stream that flight, but that flight will probably take about 6 or 7 hours. So I will stream it through the day. So that's going to be a long flight. The same as once we cross America. From New York down to Heathrow, that's another 6 or 7 hours. So I'll stream that through the day as well, I think. And then once we hit Heathrow, we're back up to Newcastle, and that will complete the world tour. we've got a long way to go first. So from Saudi Arabia, I have to go down to Dubai. So obviously my daughter used to work for Emirates. So and from Dubai I don't know where we're going to go to. Probably somewhere in India. I don't know, I have to look at the map. So I'll keep these flights usually an hour long. That's why it's taking so long to do all this. Let me check. I think we're going to look there. Plus it will tell us down here. Excuse me. Up there. That's basically just the weather report that the co-pilot printed off. So it gives us the meta information like winds and temperatures and stuff for where we took off from. Why we go to OD? Hold on, we're supposed to be going to OTBD. So why? Oh, there it is. Oh, what a numbnuts. That's where we took off from. So I was Sharm Sheikh in Egypt. And the next one down is our destination. I totally bypassed, went straight to the bottom one, which is where our alternate airport for missed the landing at Doha. So it tells us the direction of the wind and how strong it is, temperature and all that sort of stuff. So 600 nautical miles to go. I hope the stream's running alright. I hope my voice volume is alright. Keep my eye on the scores for the World Cup games, won't I? Scores. So Poland, Argentina 0-0. And Saudi Arabia will fly to against Mexico. That's still 0-0. So I have to keep an eye on them. Oh, excuse me. That's a problem. Gulping food down here. You get the hiccups. Let's look right ahead. Tailwind, yes we have. My ground speed is 504. How does that get measured in mph? No, it can't. I don't know. But when I go into my flight sim on Friday, I'll be asking the instructor that. Really looking forward to that. Was my early Christmas present to myself. Plus it's on my to-do list. So I can strike that one off. So yes, I'm sorry guys, if this is a bit boring for you. And it's in the dark as well, bruh. I actually prefer flying in the dark. Because I just like when you're coming into land and the runway's all lit up. I quite like that. Kyrix, hello. Welcome to the stream. So basically about a third of the way through the flight. Time. And you here? I am doing well. How are you? So I flying into Doha to see what all this World Cup malarkey is about. Like I'm not following it much. So, thank you for the new sub. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. I should do more flights because they seem to get more subscribers that way. What are you streaming tonight, Glenn? That's if you are streaming, that is, of course. How much fuel we got? Oh, tons of fuel. Let's just check the approximate arrival time. So we should be landing about 17 minutes past 9, approximately, which is what, an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, you can do, Glenn. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it says my voice seems to be holding up and things seem to be a bit better. I'm just dreading tomorrow when I go for some hospital checks. Have a big scan and oh, I just don't fancy it. But it could be worse. How many lines did you get last night? Because when I left you were on 2. So did you get any more lines after that? Itchy ear, itchy ear. So yes, so when I do the real flight sim in the flight sim on Friday, it's booked for 1:30 UK time for 2.5 hours. In the cockpit of the A320. Yeah, you were due for another doctor appointment yesterday, but I put it off till next week. I need to get this one done tomorrow to see really what's going on inside of me. I think I roughly know what it is, but we'll have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. So yes, when I do this flight thing on Friday with a it's a flight sim experience, it's called. I'm in the cockpit for 2.5 hours. So I'm making a video. It's only a 20-minute long video, so probably the takeoff and the landing part I would have thought. So it'd be weird actually sitting there having to press all these buttons. I know how to do them, But it'd just be weird sitting in a cockpit with all these buttons, having to press them yourself. It's so when I get the video, I'll put it on my channel, and you can all sit there and have a good laugh. You played DCS. What's DCS? I don't know what DCS is. Do you know, Glenn? The co-pilot's will start doing some... No, it's not. He's changed his mind. So it's going to do some system checks which would come up here. So I've got no idea. I know what over the Middle East are approaching the Middle East somewhere, but I've got no idea where I am. Oh no, I don't play that. No. I'm getting old now, so my reaction times are too slow for combat simulators. Same as racing, like F1 race simulators. The reaction time is just too slow. Same as first person shooter games. Once again, the reaction times is really slow. I was dying them, so I wish I could. Years ago when I was younger, like you're talking 30 years ago, yes, I used to make all that sort of stuff, and I used to love it. But because you get old and your reaction times are a bit slower, it's yeah, I wish I could still play them kind of games. So I remember back in the day I used to play American Army, America's Army I should say, and all them kind of games, and I was not bad at them. But over time your eyes get worse, your reactions get worse. Just don't grow, stay as young as you can. Yes, yeah, I know what it is. XL Pilot, hello, good evening. I've just took off from Egypt. Well, a while back. We took off from, I know I'm going to pronounce this wrongly and badly, but Sharm Sheikh, where we took off from. We're flying into Doha. That's an easy one to pronounce, isn't it? But no, I really wish I could play combat sims and all that sort of stuff. I've still got the CDs and the games for them, but I just can't play them. Reaction times are too slow. Then there's a jet fighter with Microsoft Flight Sim now, and there's no guns on it. Well, there is guns on it, but you can't fire them. Which is a shame. It's been great fun if just 2 or 3 get on it and try and shoot each other. That'd be fun. But for whatever reason, Microsoft decide these things and they don't want to shoot each other. Oh dear me. nautical miles to go. So 9:15 UK time's the estimated time of arrival. Welcome back, Kyle. Welcome back. Maybe I should just try one of these combat sims just to see how bad my reaction time is these days. It's really slow. That's all I know. It'd be funny if this A320 did have guns on it. Yeah, that would be funny. It's like that film with bloody Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham. Oh, what's the film called? Where they're flying this old beat up plane. How long have I been playing it? Oh God. Originally I started with FSX. God, how long ago was that? 20 years. Then I went to 2004 edition. I was playing that for a while, lost interest in it. Then about 4 or 5 years ago, DCS World Stream Edition is free. Oh. Anyway, I got back to flying about 5 years ago. 4.5. That's about 4 years ago. And I started playing X-Plane 11. And then obviously Microsoft Flight Sim brought this edition out. So I bought that. And now X-Plane have brought X-Plane 12 out. So obviously I bought that. And X-Plane 12 is still in a lot of development, so I'll probably give that a couple of years for that to be fully stable. And when I used to fly DCS World Stream Edition is free, but has lots of DLCs. If you want all DLCs, it's 5k. Wow. I bet your eyes pop out your head when you read that. Boys, when I was comparing X-Plane 11 to Microsoft Flight Sim, obviously Microsoft Flight Sim wins hand down just because of the graphics, the scenery, etc. But for me, stability wise, I prefer X-Plane 11. So, excuse me. I'm waiting for, well, I don't know, what, a year and a half time when X-Plane's properly developed. And I'll probably fly more X-Plane than Microsoft Flight Sim. But no, I've been doing flight sims 15-20 years now, on and off. Oh, I rounded down. So it's more than 5,000 New Zealand dollars. Wow. So now I'm more into more relaxing games because I'm old-ish. I do a lot of like farm sims and a ranch sim. I do some streams with Grant Bixie. It's in the description below. Really good streamer. He does lots of early access games, a lot of indie games, but he also does games that I quite enjoy. We do God, The Hunt I Call the Wild. I really like that game because it's nice and relaxing. I'll be streaming Railroads Online tonight, which I'll be joining them hopefully after the stream. We will stream when it comes to Christmas time. Let's see, I can't pronounce the bloody name now. That Clean Up the Eel one, Christmas edition of it. So yeah, I tend to be more sedate to my games these days. That's just because of my reaction times and some medical issues I have, and I can't whiz around like an idiot like I used to. So yeah, I can't be dealing with pressing lots of bloody buttons. To do stuff. I'm more of a story type down guy these days. 445 nautical miles to go before we descend, and we're probably we're approaching halfway. Like, yes, so how long have you been playing like MSFS kind of? So about 80. And plus I also use with this First Offset X software, which I really like. It takes a lot of the button pressing away from me, and it's quite useful. And obviously I use GSX Pro. But I wish them two would sit around a table and talk to each other and get things properly synced up. But where are we going? We are flying into Doha in Saudi Arabia, simply because of the World Cup. We'll see what all the fun's about there. I've only flown into this airport once before, so part of the world tour will land in Doha, and then we'll probably fly. I want to fly to Dubai because the daughter used to work for Emirates Airlines, so we need to fly to Dubai and then probably across to either Pakistan or India, and then down through Indonesia, Vietnam or wherever, then across to Australia, and then down to across New Zealand, just to fly by Glenn's house and crash, and then from New Zealand probably fly up to Japan, and then to China, and then across to the States, and then from the States back home to, or back across to England, and then back to Newcastle where we started. But it's taken a long time because I usually keep the flights about an hour 15 minutes tops, just for the stream time, whereas this one's about 2 hours 10 minutes long. So if I don't have anybody come in the chat, it means I'm sitting talking to myself for 2 hours, which is a good thing. As Glenn will testify, I haven't been well over the past week or so. I was even streaming when I started, my voice started to go and eventually went. I just have not been well this last week. So things are on the mend. They're on the mend. For 414 nautical miles. Say with difference between like this and X-Plane, I could click on here and the X-Plane, the window pops up, so it makes it easier for me to read. Whereas with this, you have to zoom in on it so I can read it better. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. So hopefully it'll be touchdown, parked, and then I'll go and have a quick cigarette, and then hopefully join Glenn Bixby on his stream. It's been a while since I did any railroads online. So depending how the medical stuff goes tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be streaming. Hopefully I will. It's just what they find when the garrison hospital start prodding and poking me. That map, it's been a while since I've done this. Where the hell is it? Oh, I forgot to set the bloody clock. I always do that. It's a bit late now, isn't it? Start the clock. What was I looking for there? So my memory just goes. I was wanting to do something there. Oh yeah. What happened to the map thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, it still works. Very. You know, that was spent millions developing the scenery and all that, but look at that map. Wow, it's so pixelated. Oh, it's pretty awful. No, I don't like it. Well, I can smell my pizza from downstairs. The smell's wafted up saying, come eat me, come eat me. Oh. So I use the flyby A330, A320, sorry. I'm really hope they develop A380. I really do. It'd be nice to fly that big bird. Yes, I fly with Delta Virtual Airlines. I've only been flying them for 2 or 3 months now, and basically they log all your flight hours and all that sort of stuff. So I've flown with Virtual Airlines before, and with these, I don't get any hassle off them, like, oh, you haven't flown for this month, or what's the matter, or like I have done in the past with the Virtual Airlines. These, as long as you do 1 flight a month, are fine. Check on something. I'm going to put them in my sewer. I become full of energy. I'm just reading the Discord chat thing. So I'm roughly halfway there. So about another hour and we'll be done. That's the plan. The coffee be cold now. And there's another plane over there. God knows where that's going. It'd be nice if we could just click on it and tell its destination and stuff. Stop going. So next plane 12, I usually fly the A321. And first officer next don't have a profile for, let me just check. We do the B146, fly-by-wire A320, Aerosoft CRJ, the Phoenix. Nope, they don't do it. So next plane 12, I usually fly the A321. It's a bugger to land, but get you there. So 142 nautical miles to go. Once you get to about 150 nautical miles, I'm going to quickly run downstairs and gobble up a couple of slices of pizza and then run back upstairs and start taking this plane down. God, I can't stop doing it. I am getting old. So I use Airbus Thrustmaster joystick, and I have 2 Airbus Thrustmaster quadrants, so I can fly the big A350s and the A340 $140. If I remember right, that's the other way around. And obviously I have the add-ons as well. So we'll see when I do this flight sim on Friday. Yes. How much do you pay? Can you convert how much you pay in New Zealand dollars to English pounds for a pizza? Because when I order pizza in the UK, $25 plus per kilogram. Wow, that's expensive. Shit. I thought pizzas, because I usually get mine from Domino's, and on average it's about £23, and that's for a 10-inch medium-sized pizza. I was like, how big is the medium? So the prices have shot up in New Zealand by the looks of them, Glenn. $25 per kilogram. Which costs $20 for 5 kilograms. Wow. Well, I reckon here in the UK there's going to be a turkey shortage at Christmas. So apparently to do this bird flu that we've had. So they reckon half the population of turkeys for Christmas have had to be culled. They've had the bird flu. So, well, that's just a ploy to hike the prices up. I don't know, but I'm not having turkey this year. I'm going to enjoy the gammon. I buy cheap pizzas and add extra toppings, and I cook. $127. That's not bad actually. Because if I just buy a pizza, a frozen pizza from the shop, it's about £4 or £5, if not, well, say between £5 and £7. Chicken is £14 or more per kilogram. Now, if I buy a pepperoni frozen one, it's usually about £6 or £7 here in the UK. Unless I've just shopped at the wrong shops. Which is probably what I'm doing wrong, but back. Yeah, they. Can't stop yawning. Ooh, I wonder if Ransom's been updated. Because I did the beta branch last Thursday. So if the normal branch will get updated tomorrow. Oh. Oh, I wonder. That's where I buy mine from, automatically. So the cost of living in the UK is shot up dramatically, hugely. And the government have had to intervene. Because some people just wouldn't be able to. Some families have got a choice: either heat their house or feed their children. So obviously they have to split it. It's all right. Mine would be that. I don't know. I'll have to check after the stream. I think it's still on beta. Such a shame about that game. It's another one of these that got huge potential, but it's just not work well. It does work, but it's no, I think the cost of living everywhere has gone up. But I'll blame the Russians. And the Americans, and the British, and the French, and the Germans. I blame everybody. So here, do you pay tax on fuel? Like when you're filling your car up, do you pay tax on that fuel? Because here in the UK, is it 40% goes to the government? So if you're filling your car up, 40% of that figure, the sale figure, goes to the freaking government in tax. Why? It baffles me. I suppose it's some money earner for them. But hey ho. So, we've got 262 nautical miles. And then we'll start descending. GST. So that's some sort of tax, Glenn. Yes, that's so itchy. Anyway. %. I miss somebody. Well, Ramalan. Oh, I pronounced that properly. The world's worst at bloody pronouncing names. Goods and service tax, alright. See, we've got two of them. We've got a thing called VAT, which is value added tax, which is currently at 17.5%. Then on top of that we'll have the fuel tax, which runs at 40% if I remember right, or 35%. So on petrol you would pay say 30% or 35 plus 17.5%. So that's 35, 45. So over 50% on the price of petrol is what you pay in tax to the government in the UK. What's 17 plus 35? 52%. 52.5% to be exact is what we pay in tax on a litre of petrol. 32 cents, wow. I wish ours was 32 cents. Jesus. It's but everybody drives, so it's a cash flow for them, isn't it, in the day? Same as people drink, so that's why they hike the prices up tax-wise on drink. It's, anyway, let's not get into politics. Just don't get me started. I would like a slurp of coffee. So it's roughly the same as what you have in the UK then. 50% tax once you add it all up. So if we put £10 worth of petrol in the car in the UK, out of that £10, £6 goes to the government. Pay when that sounds it, right? $225 miles. That's plus time plus GST, right? So we're well over halfway now. 2/3, I guess. So still plan to land at 9:20, roughly. Right. Look, all hunky-dory. Cabin pressures are all fine. Networks look fine. Hydraulics look fine. Fuel looks fine. Yep, everything just looks hunky-dory. Yeah, we have PYE as well. But with ours, it's if you earn, you have to earn over 12,000 English pounds a year before you get taxed. And then they break it down, so from 12,500 to say 20,000, it's X amount of percent. From 20,000 to 30,000, it increases. 30,000, 40, so obviously it goes up and up, blah blah blah. So there's the airport just there. It's 198 miles away. Nautical miles, that is. Fly in there, then probably do a left turn and land. Hopefully that's the plan. And if we do have a lower tax bracket for people who earn less than receive from not working at all. Yeah. Well, I'm retired now, so I wish I wasn't retired. I wish I was still working, but it's just one of those things. Right, I'm going to grab a couple of quick slices of pizzas. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, excuse me. There's a pretty pizza coming up. Hello again, Big Earring. How are you, sir? Oh. Captain Jack, my yours. I'll tell you what I've done though, Greg. Glenby, I should say. I've booked myself onto there's a flight sim experience place about 6 miles from where I live. I booked it on Friday for 2.5 hours. Flying A320, so strapped in to a cockpit of that plane, and you can basically fly where you want. So I'm hoping that's a full experience. So you start off cold and dark state, and we'll see how I get on. There will be a video made to do a video of it. Okay, yourself a new PC. Excellent. So you must have been working hard to save the pennies for that then. I thought I hadn't seen you for a while. So once that video's made and the 7-8 cut of it, I'll put it on my channel, and you can all have a bloody good laugh at me trying to fly a plane. It's going to be so I have to remember not to swear on it. It's so I have proper instructors and stuff, and I've just got this funny feeling they're going to be very posh. Oh, I don't know. Never, never. Yeah, so was mine. I think I've got about a year left to pay on it, but I would like a new one, but I'll just have to wait for now. So I flied it to Doha, obviously because of the World Cup malarkey. And as an Englishman, I shouldn't really say this, but I hope Senegal beat us on Sunday. I really do. It's just, I think English players, Premier League players especially, they get paid way too much. And they think they're better than everybody else, but they're not. They're really not. They only appear good because the teams that play for the Premiership, they have really good players. And 9 times out of 10, them players are from foreign countries. And just make our players look good. That's just my opinion. That. Watch Star Citizen. Yeah, there's one in just outside Newcastle, Glen. It's only about 6 miles from where I live. So what's Star Citizen? I don't know that game. So 109 nautical miles to go. I've been trying to fly the Phoenix A320 on X-Plane, but it's, I don't know, it's just bloody, I can't get the throttles and stuff working synchronized properly. It just doesn't like it. Got a game 2014, but only now got a PC that can run it. Alright. Yeah, games seem to move on dead fast, and the PC requirements just seem to get ridiculously stupid. So I was going to burp there. There you go. That's my pizza. Scale, base game. Bit of FPS. Bit of flights. And a bit of training. Alright, fair enough. I just remember playing back in the day a game called O Game, which was online. I don't know if that's still going. I'll forget how to play it now though. Many miles. 89. So yes, I'm really looking forward to Friday morning, well, Friday dinner time. I think it's booked for 1:30. That's game's still alpha and it's made over 400 million. Seriously? Wow. That's a lot of money for an alpha game. It must be half decent then, if it's made that much in alpha phase. Oh, did you used to play all games well, Mr. Bixby? Is it on Steam, Glenn? $100 million alpha. Wow. If it's on Steam, I'll have a look. Ooh, pardon me. Oh. Oh, there's a plane over there. Where he's going to. God, my eyes on my glasses need cleaning. Go get some. Oh, there we go. These glasses are white. Is that for all game, Glenn? I can't remember what universe I was in. I think it might have been in the 30s. 31 or 32, the universe I was in an old game. Can't remember. It's been that long since I played that thing. Great to have a on YouTube some of the ships, and they are huge. Wow. So not far away. What is it? Another 20-30 minutes, so it should be down. Hopefully. Yeah, it's like playing old game. We used to do all this stuff, and then when I went to bed, I used to send the ships off on a long voyage so they couldn't get attacked. And stuff like that then. General Kingdom Online was my big MMO. Mine used to be Dungeons and Dragons. What Dungeons and Dragons Online? I remember. So it must be over Saudi Arabia somewhere. Oh, I can't stop pretty yawning. And 16. So what specs is in your PC, Glenn? I hope you got the Black Friday sales. So I've trapped myself to 2 new monitors. Oh dear me, I can't stop sodding yawning. You know, there must be a flight sim place near where you live, Glenn. Surprised it isn't. Oh, excuse me, folks. Nothing to see. All quiet in the Western Front. 97. Let's see, oh, you got 380 RTX, wow. Terabyte SASD, 2 terabyte hard drive. Wow, that's, I hope you've got that cheapish. That's not far from where you live. Remember right? It's going to be dead weird when I do it, because they're about to ask if I've got any flight experience. And I'm just going to say, oh yeah, I'm Microsoft Flight 7X plane. And they're going to say, all right, we'll just, you press all the buttons and, well, shit. Which buttons to press? It'll be totally different, imagine. Because obviously you've got the control panel, overhead panel, sorry. And I think, crap. Which one's... Because I was watching this video the other day on YouTube. And it was an actual ground crew guy. And the way he turned the plane on was different to how I would turn it on. So I would usually put 1 or 2 batteries on and then hit external power. But he was hitting external power first. And not even touching the batteries till about 5-10 minutes later. It was really, really strange the way he was doing it. And I thought, is that how you do it? "11 miles to stop bringing the plane down." And are you still flying with virtual,
Up a descent.
Glenn? Because when I put this flight in to Delta, it says it couldn't find OTBD. And I thought, well, Doha Airport, it must be. So I put in alternate destination, or secondary airport, or whatever you call it, and accept that. I thought, why is it accepting that and not where I'm flying to? Let's not bring the plane down. Oh, excuse moi. So our first constraint is 3,500.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a ride.
Cabin crew told. So it must be over Qatar somewhere. HESH. I wish, like, to do an X-plane and click on these in the pop. I wish they would do that on here. They probably do actually, but I don't know the buttons for it. So it should be landed in 20 minutes or so, hopefully. I saw driving coaches as well. Yeah, it must be like Qatar somewhere. Let's do a descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Decision height.
Set.
Engine mode selector.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Well, that was nice and easy. Let's put all that information in for us. Next year, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. You're doing Durham this weekend. Oh, you're not staying in South Shields, for F's sake. What a shithole of a place that is. It's an oh, I'm not going to even go there. You know whereabouts in Shields you're staying? Let's filter all in, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the South Shields, yeah. But you hadn't stayed up by where I live, and you could have went for a beer too. Little Haven Hotel. Why does that ring a bell? Little Haven Hotel. I've been thrown out that place once. Can't remember. Yeah, me. You thought they would have put up somewhere nice in Durham, wouldn't you? Having to travel to shitty Shields. Right. Yeah, I know it's on the coast. I'm sure I've... Yeah. It rings a bell, that place. Little Haven. Wow, it's... I think it is a nice hotel. It's just shit. South Shields is shit. My sister still lives there. I have to ring her tomorrow and ask her what the hotel's like, because she don't know. I moved out that town 40 years ago and I haven't been back since. It's a shithole then, and from what I hear, it's still a shithole. Jump 19,000. Where is my eyes and ears today? Have just been so itchy. Don't know why. Let me just change this to freaking low. Put no do it before we look after the passengers. doing cream teas and meals on the way home, all included. That's Jesus. That's 3 Christmas dinners. God, you must be piling the pounds on. Wow. It's,
Dear passengers, as you can see, we have already started descent. Please fasten your seatbelts, return your seats to their upright positions, and store your luggage either in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. The cabin crew will be passing by to clean the cabin and perform their final safety checks.
so the airport is over that way somewhere, I reckon. But we'll soon find out. Aye, Glenn, you'll have to go on a diet. 3 Christmas dinners in a week. Jesus Christ. It's not working on these jobs. I bet it's not. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight as well, but I have done over the past week because I haven't been well. So I have lost a few pounds, but I'll soon put that bloody thing back on. That's it. 9:15. Well, landing in 7 minutes apparently. Wesley Gaming, how are you, sir? Just in time for the mate. Watch me make your balls up the landing, eh? Appreciate you popping by. That sounds like Glenn.
Including video cams, laptops, CD and cassette players. Please make sure all of these devices are
Ooh,
switched
wow. Garrelman's doing invoice games for us. Wow. Oh no, how much he compared to that? I think he's a fine actor, Gary Oldman. I love it when he did crap, Winston Churchill. I love that film. I'm sure it was Gary Oldman who played that. Played Winston.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. In a moment, we will be coming through the cabin to collect your trash.
You could say it better than trash, sweetheart. Jesus. Why can't you just say rubbish?
Passing 10,000 feet.
So there you go. So we'll turn the land lights on. There we go. Just fly straight in, hang a left and land. That's the plan. Ish. Fifth Element, I can't remember saying the Fifth Element. It wasn't he in that film with oh god, Denzel Washington. Is it Denzel Washington? God. Book of Eli. Is that right? Can't remember. The airport will be over there somewhere. Can't see it because of the bar. Oh, I had 100 messages in the chat today. Wow. Oh, excuse me. I'll have to try and watch that film, Fifth Element. So I really like Gary Oldman. There wasn't any in one of the Planet of the Apes remakes. The very first one, or was it the second one he was in? Can't remember now. Now we're down to 6,800 feet. I haven't uploaded a video for a freaking long time. Oh, Glenn B, that the guy who got the tracker stuff for, he's absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Poor kid. His mother wasn't well last night and had to take care of her and put her to bed and stuff, and he's going through some shit, that poor kid. I'm sorry, airport running in front of us.
Dear passengers, as a safety regulation, the cabin lights will be dimmed for landing.
Now that's bollocks, because if you go outside, they're still freaking lit up. So don't write to the passengers, woman. Yeah, again, give us like 20 minutes or so, then I'll come and join you. I don't know how much I can help, but yeah. Oh, he's absolutely loving it, Glenn, because he does a lot of OMSI and he does a lot of ATS and ATS. And he was nearly in friggin', I was talking on VC, he was nearly in friggin' tears. Oh, there's an airport there. He says it's just a game changer. Comes down to 10 miles. So where's the airport at? Well, in that direction somewhere, surely. I was wondering about, can't say it, can't say it, can't say it. Can't say it, can't say it. Is that over there? No, I'm just guessing. Just guessing. So I'll be turning on the approach in a bit. I know a lot of people don't like it, but in my head, if there's buttons there to help you land, freaking use them. That's all I'd say. Otherwise I wouldn't have put them in. Yeah, that's it. Must be the airport. Yeah, it's got to be the airport there, hasn't it? It's got to be. Right. Which one? P2. So now it's just a sitting, fingers crossed, and pray that will pick up the localizer and the glide soap, and then it'll be all happy days ish. So I'm only flying to Doha to watch Senegal beat England on Sunday, That's the only reason. Head. It's got to be the airport, but it surely looks like it, doesn't it? Well, part of this was to land at 21:24. Put to my watch 21:22. So I think we're going to be a bit late. Excuse me, it's bloody pizza. Oh. Put some speed brakes, air brakes. Bring the speed down a bit. Flaps 1 on.
Flaps 1.
And that's what I just said, pal. Flappies 2.
Flaps 2.
Took your time saying that, mate.
Flaps 3.
Right, I'm just going to ignore chat for a bit. I'll pick up the localizer, get the words out. I'll pick up the localizer and the glide slope, so everything should be hunky dory. And there's the runway straight in front of us.
Flaps 4. Landing checklist. Cabin.
Notified.
Go round altitude.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Landing. No blue.
Checklist complete. Gear down.
The magentas all perfectly lined up, which is good-ish. Now just sit back, relax, put my feet up, and just start shouting brace, 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 because this could be the way our land is freaking shite. Want for a better word. So the land, we need to turn left off the runway. If these are the way, there'll be nothing, any of that stuff over. So the next flight I might do with hopefully be some track IR stuff. I've just trapped myself to 2 new monitors. I need to realign everything. So welcome to Saudi Arabia fuel.
$1,000.
Here we go. Crash bang, well up time. That was a bit jerky.
Approaching runway 33.
I bloody hope so.
500.
Really?
$400. 300. 200.
Minimums.
Here we go. Bumpy landing time.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Retard. Retard.
Speed breakout. Reverse thrust. 100 knots. 80 knots. Reverse idle. 60 knots. Manual braking.
There we go, folks. We're down. I've had softer, I think, Glenn. You'll have to check to see what the landing rate was. Just for fits and giggles. That was a bit sharpish. Right, let's go find something to park this beast. Let's just stop it here for a sec. Go into JSX.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Why'd you say it was freaking available then, you shit?
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
But why does it say available? I know it's down there somewhere, but let me just shut this thing down. Uh, 30 seconds it will turn up. Why not in there, isn't it? You dumb sod. 3 reps. Searchy wedgy. Details. Must be landing rate for a laugh. Minus 338. Wow. That's not the best landing in the world, is it? Now let's go and follow this wee vehicle. We'll go and park somewhere. Oh, to say available soon. Oh, right. I thought it said just available. That's me bad eyes for you. Yeah, 3.3. It wasn't that bad. It's probably average. Again, I really don't pay that much attention to the bloody thing. Yeah, I know sometimes it does, Glenn. It's just what it is. But what pilots usually say, if you walk away from a landing, that's a good landing. Dude, we have to freaking park here. Hold on, hold on. And stop. Power brakes on. Put down floor. What's he moving his friggin' arms for? There's the engines off. Get rid of that. Continue. That was a very good parking. Sod off, you swerved towards the friggin' park. Anyway. Alright, right folks. Thank you all for coming and watching. Me making an awesome friggin' party. Thanks Gandhi Gaming, Glenn Bixie, who that joined. Leslie DS. First, we give a shout out to. There was a few others, wasn't there? Trickster. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? There's a couple of guys at the very beginning. I can't remember their freaking names. One was called Kyle. Remember Kyle? Ex-Pilot 32 to guess. Kyle Ricks, that was one of the guys. Thank you for coming along, appreciate it. Anyway, we're now at Doha. And the passengers are pretty...
Shutdown checklist. APU bleed.
Set.
Y electrical pump.
Off.
Engines.
Off.
Passenger signs.
Off.
Exterior lights.
As required.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Set.
Weather radar.
Off.
Checklist complete.
Failed the pitch limits. Failed strobe light penalty. Bollocks. Landing lights penalty. Well, that's just bollocks. Oh, don't be doing that. Right, folks, I'm off. Thank you all for coming along. But that's freaking noisy. I will be flying again next week. But I don't know where yet. I'm going to watch England get beat off Senegal on Sunday, hopefully. Fingers crossed and all that larky. So I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.